Good evening, folks, and welcome to the first game of York basketball on YSN. This has been a much different season, to say the least, and it has been really different. This was the season that was supposed to start back in November. Here we are, February 6th, ready to go. It's been 351 days, and both sides, Glenbard West and York, are excited. A whole lot of new, especially on the York sideline of things. With brand new head coach, brand new players, no Nate Shockey. Who's going to be the star? A lot will unfold here tonight on YSN. Myself, Bobby Hessling, would like to bring you this coverage. Ryan Pickell will be joining me in just a few moments. We are beyond excited to bring you this season. It's going to be one season unlike any other. A lot have said that. And while there's no better place than to start at Glenbard West High School on a Saturday night. New head coach, Coach Dunn, we know that. And this is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. What we know is that this York team, they've got 9 seniors. 7 are returning from last year.
On the campus of Glenbard West for tonight's varsity basketball contest between the Dukes of York High School and York Glenbard. For the playing of our national anthem.
We are ready to go. York, Glenbard West.
All right, great job, guys.
Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game.
He's on 4. So you gotta turn on 4. And hopefully it's okay.
Now joining us, Ryan Pickell, welcome.
Oh yeah, it's great to be here, finally.
First time. They're going to cut the lights for... No, they're not. They won't. ready to go. About a minute late. There's no tip because of COVID, and we're getting ready to go. Starting 5 for York, like I said, Luke Malaga, Drew Kircher, Jeff Grace, Nick Hesh, Denton Rohde. My matchup to watch, Braden Huff, 6'10" against 6'6", Nick Hesh. I think that's going to be fun. Over to Kircher. Kircher back to Rohde. Malaga, 3. No. And a jump ball already.
And it will still be Glenbard West ball.
There's Huff. Big 6'10". Back over to Huff. Pierce. Moving it around. Huff again. 34 in white. Paxton Warden. Moving around. The York bench getting rowdy. All 15 of them on the bench. Warden drives. Got it. A quick 2. For Glenbard West. Grace, Kircher. Back over to Kircher. Malaga. Now the other bench getting loud. Grace, Hesh. Kircher for 3. Huff up. Out rebounds him. Move around, that's Pierce. Huff, and a foul.
Foul on number 24. Kircher, that's his first team foul, number 1.
That'll be the first team foul on Drew Kircher.
One of the best defenders on this team, along with Jeff Grace.
That is true. Last year, Jeffrey did have a great season.
Oh, he did. Very good defensively. And Coach Dunn was talking about this. We talked to him on Friday, or Thursday that would be.
Yeah, he's just looking forward to just coaching for the first time, even though it's with coronavirus. And that'll be 2. Yeah, he's just looking forward, just having fun, even though there's no playoffs.
Exactly.
Just looking out there.
That's what he said. Grace moving around. Kircher.
Hesh for 3. And it's no good.
York has gone 0 for 3 to start outside. Rohde blocks it. He was out of bounds. It's going to stay down here, and a good play defensively by Denton Rohde. Now, on the sophomore stream, I announced that Coach J.J. Pearl was not coaching sophomore. He got bumped up to varsity. Last year, he coached sophomore. Good to see him and Dunn working together. Pierce inbounding.
Out to Murphy.
There's Huff for 3.
And it's good.
Knocks it down. And a quick 7-0 lead for the Hilltoppers 3 minutes in. And a turnover.
Down goes
Back.
the court. Pick up by Hesh. Down the court, Malaga. Then out to Grace. Kircher for 3.
Well short.
Certainly not a good start for York in any means.
Not at all.
Or any basketball
Not at
team.
all. It is the first game.
That is true.
You have to think, how sloppy is this going to be? You'd hope that there would be no rust.
Murphy for 3. No good.
There's Rhodey. Another board. Grace couldn't go coast to coast. They're going to say it was on the floor. Foul on Rhodey.
York fouls on number 40. Declan Rhodey, that's his first. Team foul number 2.
I believe that's a timeout
Already a timeout early on.
with 4 minutes and 6
4:06
seconds.
to go, right. Glenbard West, no fouls. It's been different, you think?
Yeah, it's
from
been way different. It would be way louder here if there were fans, obviously.
Right, especially this gym. I was here last year in December. This gym it's something else when it's packed to capacity. Now, of course, like I said at the beginning, Glenbard West has not beat York since actually 5 years ago yesterday, for that matter, which is oddly.
It's an
which is
interesting
odd.
fact that I didn't know
Yeah.
you knew.
Well, yeah, I go through. I can see it. I have records on Coach Dorn somewhere, even though he's not here anymore. His record against all. Yeah, this is. I have that from last year. That's what's been going on. Because we have a lot going on. It's nuts.
There is a lot going on in the world.
Oh, yeah. Now, Coach Dunn, he is from Yorkville High School. I believe he coached there maybe 2 or 3 seasons. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I believe I read that somewhere. And how much will this differ from Coach Dorn? Dunn said, I'm going to try to keep the same idea, very defensive-oriented, which Dorn was last year. Do that, you're going to have to keep Braden Huff and Pierce in check, who are just elite juniors on this Glenbard West team. Pierce inbounding. Pierce guarded by Kircher. Huff.
And near end one on that.
It's hard to keep him in check when he's 6'10". It's easy for him to grab those offensive boards.
That's also Nick Hess' first foul.
Yeah.
They've had 3
Since the
fouls
first one.
early.
York still without a point halfway through the opening quarter. This Huff goes 2 for 2 from the line. Grace bringing it back down the other way. No substitutions yet by York. Started 0 for 3 from outside the arc. Grace tripped up. Jump ball.
And it will remain York ball.
On the positive side, there's no points and fouls to mix you up again. Remember when
Yeah, I can read that now. I think I learned from that.
Yeah. Well, they're not doing that, which real unfortunate to us. Hesh down low, right hand. Huff hit the deck.
I believe it will still remain York ball. Inbounding for York will be Malaga. Malaga to Jeff. To Kircher. To Den Rhodey. Out to Hesh to Jeff.
Kircher had an open 3. Takes a 3. 0 for 4 from outside. Malaga. Skip pass. Malaga for 3. Got
That'll
it.
be good.
First 3 of the game for York.
First 3 points of this very short season.
Yep. Hopefully not the last 3 points either.
Hopefully not. That would not be good.
No. He's Pierce. Guarded by Grace. Huff. We kept in check by Rhodey and Hesh all game. Only makes sense. Pierce for 3. Rims out. Rhodey grabbed it on the floor. I believe an over and back was just called on Hesh.
York fouls on number 33, passes
4 fouls already.
number 4.
And Alex Sherman will check in. Kircher comes out. And Fred Levins, he'll come in too.
The name we didn't hear much last year.
No, he was hurt all last year. Alex Sherman, he's a sophomore. I mentioned that at the beginning. 4th consecutive year York has had a sophomore on this roster. Sherman trying to make a big impact. We have a whistle and traveling is called. That's Ryan Renfro, 6'7". This is a tall Glenbard West team when you look at some of the site. 6'7", 6'10", 6'6". Another 6'7", a 6'8".
No one is. Nope, I take that back. There are 2 people below 5'10". 3 people, actually.
Blake Bennett, Michael Fernandez, Andrew. This is a tall Glenbard West team. It's very lengthy. All right, they're trying to double up Grace. There's Malaga, skips it over Sherman. I do not know much about Alex Sherman. I'll be the first to say that.
Will be a long career for him.
Sherman for 3.
That's
Got it.
good.
Maybe he's a shooter.
Well, that is a good start for him and
Yeah.
the team altogether.
Back to a 3-point game.
With 1:30 left in the first.
Game gotten real physical real quick. There's Huff, guarded by Malaga. Real difference in size.
York bench is very loud.
We're on that side too. Where we are, Huff. 3 on the way, Pierce. Tipped in, good. Levins look to be thrown to the ground. As Malaga will bring it up with under a minute to go. Grace, Malaga. Back over to Grace. Around to Malaga, near turnover, and he does turn it over. Huff will bring it back the other way. Now guarded by Grace, there's Pierce. Pierce and Huff are a very good, they would say dynamic duo to say the least. Huff is getting D1 offers. I think Pierce is too. Huff much more well known than Caden Pierce. Moving around. Back in the hands of Huff.
15 seconds remaining.
Lines up on the logo. York bench getting loud. Down low, up, hit the deck, got it. Wild shot.
Hopefully they get one play off. Jeff for 3. No good.
Too much.
The end of the first, it is 13-6 Glenbard West lead.
Interesting game to say the least. Now I do want to bring this up. The big question for this season, there's no Nate Shockey, who was the star player last year. We had the year before, that would have been Eric Cohn, Nick Kosich. That was a big team. This year, who do you think the star is besides Jeff Grace?
I'm gonna have to say Nick Hesh. He's gonna have to step up this year. Just a junior. He's had some playing time last year. He had a good season all around. Hopefully he can bring his team to the win today.
Right, exactly. Good stretch forward. Now, there are 2 players who are inactive for tonight. I believe that's Lex Harrison and Patrick Kastner. Both of them are inactive. There is a name that I do want to say, Tyler Wildermuth. He's a transfer from Fenwick. He played at Sandburg Middle School. Yeah, middle school when I was there. And good kid. He was a shooter. He could do that. It will be interesting, if he'll get any playing minutes tonight. But you look at some of these names, it's a young team. A lot of them are going to get experience tonight. As we open up the second quarter.
Glenbard West will have the ball.
Huff is gonna sit. I'm looking at that. Yeah, I don't see the blue shoes. Huff starts off on the bench. Pierce still on the floor.
Jeff
Grace.
Grace at the steal.
That's what he does. He's very good defensively. bumped into that. Dunn wanted a foul on what would have been Andrew Duckus.
Kircher to Jeff on the inbound. Out to Fred.
There's Kircher again. Turns it over, going down the other way. Moving around is Glenbard West. Pierce turns it over. Kircher back the other way. York team defensively with Grace, Kircher. They both said it last year. What they pride is their defense. Brought it today. Here's Sherman. Near turnover.
Timeout on York. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Glenn was heated. You see him on the court?
I was not even looking over there.
He was easily 5 steps in. Easily. That's.
I saw him earlier on there.
Yeah,
on the
he
court.
is. First game. I wonder if he's a little nervous. First game, new school. Would you be nervous?
Of course, I would be nervous. I mean, the pressure's off about making playoffs. Just here to have fun.
Yeah, just to make, I don't remember his exact wording he said, but it's just the opportunity to play is great.
Basketball wasn't even supposed to be played this year.
Right. We all thought, hey, it's not going to happen, and that was real unfortunate. But here we are, February 6th.
At about 6:17. Jeff for 3.
He's not a shooter. Brody up and in. He's got his first points of the season. Kicks out. 3 on the way. Buries it. 16 for Glenbard West. Kircher at the deck.
Fouls on number 12. Loftus, that's his first team foul.
That'll be the first foul for the Glenbard West team.
Sherman, corner 3.
Good.
I think he's a shooter.
He's 2 for 2 from behind the arc.
Both were corner 3s by Sherman. Yeah, he's got 6 to start things off, leading scorer for York.
He has over half the York points right now.
Out of bounds. Kircher knocked over a chair. Stay on this side of things. There's Daukus. Dauxis, something like that. And a foul on Sherman, near turnover. Sherman forced 2.
Team foul number 35, Sherman, that's his first. Team foul number 5.
Mid-range jumper, no
good.
go, Grace rebound. There's Rhodey.
It's up for 2. No good.
Oh. Missed that one inside.
Rhodey with a big block.
I think it's a push on Levens. is what they're going to call it.
Well, he blocked the ball regardless.
Yeah.
Foul to number 40, Rhodey.
Nope,
That's
Rhodey.
his second team foul, number 6.
6 fouls early.
You got a whistle?
I think it might. Was it a timeout? I think.
Yeah,
It was,
I think they do a COVID timeout where that is like you just like socially distance. I don't know if if they will. Doesn't look like Glenbard West is.
Neither York. No teams.
Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. Didn't really know much about it to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know what they did with the rule changes this year.
Right. May even be a water break because you're wearing the mask for while playing. I'm sure it's not easy for these guys.
I don't think wearing a mask in general is easy, but gotta do it.
Especially doing what we're doing. It's not easy.
No.
You gotta do your part, wear the mask, stop the spread. So hopefully next year.
We'll have normal basketball.
Right.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. It would be great to have the Jack Tosh back. That was huge for us. Huge for the program, huge for everyone.
It's just an all-around great event.
Right. 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Glenbard West leads at 16-11. At the line is Anas Azamali? That's how you pronounce that?
I'm not quite sure, actually. I didn't really read the roster before it.
First one good. Back iron won't go. Offensive board.
Murphy with that rebound.
Huff, no.
Murphy with the 2, and it's in. 19-11 lead with 4.5 minutes left in the second. With Jeff Grace with the ball out to Sherman.
Rims out.
A near 3 right there with Grace with the rebound.
Malaga, nice move.
And brings the game within 6.
Easy enough. Another turnover. That's Sherman. Grace in transition. Too strong in the layup.
Out to Murphy. Murphy for 3. It's no good. Kircher with the rebound. Kircher up the court. Out to Malaga. Looking for an open man. Found Kircher. Kircher to Malaga. That's a turnover.
Then we have a turnover right again.
And we got subs on the court right now. Glenbard was.
Pierce coming back in.
Not too many subs
And Glover.
on the York side.
No, only Levins and Sherman have been the only 2 subs for York. That bench is sitting full.
I mean, it's a full bench regardless.
Oh, yeah, totally.
When I saw that roster, I was amazed on how many kids were on the team.
Right, 20. Rhodey backing down. Too strong. Pierce the other way. Ash is going to come back in. Stepped out of bounds.
Hesh will sub in for Sherman. Jeff Grace out to Hesh, out to Rhodey, out to Jeff.
Turns it
Jeff
over.
turns it over.
Thought he had Hesh cut up. Never happened. Hesh tried to draw a charge. Both York players hit the deck. It's going to be York ball. Or Glenbard West players, pardon
Yeah, I
me.
was about to say. They just collided right into each other.
first I was thinking backcourt. That's called. Glenbard West, timeout.
With approximately 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
To go.
6-point lead.
For the Hilltoppers, York hasn't led once. Sherman has 6.
Yeah, I believe it's 6.
Yeah. There's no points. I can't tell.
Well, I remember he's only taken
Yeah.
3 shots.
He's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. Stream didn't hear that. All right.
Jeff Grace with the inbound. Connects with Hesh. Little pitch to Kircher. Kircher for 2, and it's good. Still enough time to make a comeback in the second. Hopefully tie the game, or possibly take the lead.
Turnover again.
As I say that, Glenbard West turns over the ball. Malaga with the inbound to Kircher. Kircher takes the ball up the court. A little pitch out to Jeff Grace. Jeff Grace drives.
Charge. Charge called on Grace. Sub.
Sherman comes in for Hesh. That's all the team has in subs. Murphy drives.
Oh, near turnover again. Called a push. Got the first one. Huff again. Two for 2.
Grace up the court.
I don't think Jeff has sat once. I think he's played the whole time. Levins, Sherman.
I haven't really been paying attention to that. You were more observant than me,
Yeah.
I guess. Kircher drives.
Couldn't get it. Rebound to Huff. There's Huff again. .40 seconds to go, 21-15. Whistle.
York fouls on number 24, Kircher, his second,
Second foul on Kircher.
Lots of fouls this half.
Yep.
Nothing new with this York team. They did have a ton of fouls in the Jack Tots tournament last year.
Already 9 today.
Hesh checks in. And Fred checks out.
Two-point lead for Hilltoppers. Under 30 seconds to go.
23-15.
Sherman to Malaga.
Back to
Hash.
Grace tries to set up a play before the buzzer at the half.
Under 10. Whistle. Kircher was fouled.
Foul number 12. Goffsis, that's his second team foul.
It's a little bit over 7 seconds. Hopefully get something together here. Grace with the ball. Out to Sherman. Just short.
Halftime.
As we go into the half with the score of 23-15. Glenbard West lead.
Well, 10-minute break now. We'll take a break. We will be back. 23-15. Start of the second half, Glenbard West. I turn on your mic right?
I think so.
Okay, that's good. 23-15 is our score. York starting five of Malaga, Kircher, Grace, Hesh, and Rhodey will all start. What do you think was said at halftime by Coach Dunn?
You gotta cut down on the turnovers and the fouls. They had, I think, 9 in the first half.
Yeah, that's not good.
That is not a good start.
You're pushing the double bonus on that. There's Grace, Kircher, Malaga. Hesh can shoot. Malaga corner three. Won't go. Staying down. We got a great view of that.
The benefits of being in the corner.
Yeah. Not ideal, but it's.
I mean, we're here.
Yeah, we're here. That's all that matters. There's Grace. Kircher dribble drive. No, grabbed his own miss though. Malaga for three. Airballed. Oddly enough, as they were coming down, he said, if I shoot 2 threes, I'll at least hit 1. He went 0 for 2.
Interesting.
Yeah. We need something to expose that. That's why we're here. There's Hoff. Moving around. Traveling. Big turnover. Benefit York. They need points. 15 is not going to do it.
Down 8. Brody with the ball to Grace. Grace drives.
Push off.
3.
No, his foot was on the line. I think that was a 2.
That could be the case.
Yeah. Hoff. Off the glass and in. 10-point lead for Glenbard West. It's their largest of the night.
As York hopes to find an answer.
Malaga falling away. Airballs that one. Glenbard West back down in transition. Hoff again. You can see why he's getting D1 looks.
Just plowed through the defense of York and gets the 2 on that as York takes a timeout. Hoping to find an answer.
Yeah.
The strong
Right.
offense.
Well, the big thing is, will they have the shooting again? Last year they had Shockey, who was really good from beyond the arc. This year you would think, oh, that could be Kircher. He's not started off so hot. Malaga, he hasn't started off so hot.
Missed, I think he's airballed twice
Yeah.
in the first, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Sherman has been actually the one, matter of fact, who he's got 6.
Malaga will inbound it to Jeff Grace, and he will take it up the court.
York made no substitutions at that timeout. Nor did Glenbard West.
I mean, why substitute if your offense is already doing this good?
Right. Staying down here. Sherman's going to check back in. Malaga goes out.
I hear the Glenbard West coach calling Sherman a shooter.
He is 2 for 3 to start. Grace. Sherman double teamed. Then it's moving around. Drew has an open look, and he buries it. Back to 10-point game. Pierce trying to go coast to coast. He turned it over. Kircher in transition. He's got to get through Huff. Couldn't. Rebound Pierce.
Out to Murphy down there. Right back to him.
Huff. Makes a move, he hit the deck and he nailed it.
Surprised he made that one as he was falling down.
Right. Well, he is 6'10", he is a lengthy kid. It's going to be Glenbard West ball as Grace hit the deck.
That's Jeff Grace's first foul, and I believe it's a timeout. Glenbard West. 4:40 left.
Or it's a COVID timeout.
Or that too. I think it was a timeout on somebody. I don't know.
They both have 0. Not really the same full functioning scoreboard that we usually have.
Nope.
(29-17), 4:40 to go in the third. First of many games this season on YSN for basketball, both boys and girls. And of course, after that, we'll work our way to baseball, lacrosse, soccer, even football. Football will be a fun season.
And bowling.
Yeah.
That's a new one for us.
That is a new one for us. Track, maybe. That'll be a new one.
Baseball's a new one, too.
Yeah, that one too. Well, we didn't have the opportunity to do it.
No. Fortunately, I won't be there for that. I'll be playing at that time. Hopefully. Still the same look.
For York, yeah, no
substitutions.
Yorkers running on a 7-man rotation. If they do need a shooter, they do have Olsen off the bench. Pierce to the, got it.
There was nobody really blocking on that one.
Pierce is so quick. Just managed to work his way through the York defense. Here is Kircher. Turnover, kickball.
Jeff Grace will inbound it for York. As he passes it to Hesh. Finds Kircher on the dump off.
Whistle, that's a foul. That's on number 12 for Glenbard West, Dacus.
Foul on number 12, Dacus, that's his third. Team foul number 1.
That's his third foul. Team's first foul of the half. Kircher with a dump off to Rhodey, out to Grace.
Corner 3, Sherman. No. Kircher, good offensive rebound. There's Hesh for 3.
Nearly had his first points of the game, I'm pretty sure.
I would believe so. I think so, at least. A whistle.
Usually we'd have it on the board like we've been saying, but there's nothing there.
The limited scoreboard this year, which is real unfortunate, but.
Or at least for now.
Right. Pierce. 3, got it, and 1.
They make him a commanding 17-point lead. And he'll go to the line to shoot 1.
Fouls on number 35, Sherman, that's his second.
Sherman picks up his second foul of the game. And a 35-17 lead for Glenbard West.
York has only scored 2 points coming out of the half.
Glenbard West, you're right. Glenbard West put up 15. 3 on the way.
They put on 12. Actually 12.
How much did I say?
You said 15.
Oh, well. Math is a little off.
I just
You're right,
looked
12. You're right. It is.
I looked over at the computer to my left.
There's Pierce. Moving around, 3 on the way. Won't go. Huff.
Nobody was stopping him there.
That was. Kircher is.
That's a York timeout.
Kircher is not the biggest guy out there. He's probably. Kircher's what? 5'11 he's listed at. Over a 6'10. There was a defensive mismatch right there. And Huff took full advantage of it. Was this?
Yeah, 5'11", 155. Not the biggest guy out there.
Right. On a 14-2 run for the Hilltoppers at Glenbard West. Not the second half start York was looking for. They've kept the same 6 guys out there the whole time. Everyone else still on the bench. And with 2:34 to go in the third quarter, York needs an answer, and they need one quick.
Coming out of the timeout, what do you want to see from York as they trying to bounce back at such a big deficit at 20 points?
Capitalize inside. I know Huff is in there, but if you can take advantage, you can take full advantage of him. There's Grace, Sherman, Hesh moving around. Over to Grace. Sherman turns it over.
And then they turn it over. Grace up.
It's a free-for-all.
I believe he will go to the line to shoot 2.
I believe he will as well.
Pierce with the foul on that.
We're going to see Malaga check back in. I'm assuming that's for Sherman.
I'll take your word for it.
Grace misses the first one. Nope, it was Fred. Grace knocks that one down.
Makes the lead a 19 points. Certainly a big deficit by any means.
There's Huff. And Pierce lays it up and in. 39-18, 21-point lead for Glenbard West.
Little under a minute 50 left in this third.
Nearly over the head of Kircher, moving around. Sherman corner 3. No, he's going ice cold. No tip in. Looks like it's going to stay down here.
Yeah, he's 2 for 5 now.
Levens checks back in. Malaga goes out.
Hesh with the inbound. Dumps it off to Grace. Grace out to Sherman, back to Grace. Out to Kircher.
And there is Sherman. rim has not been York's friend tonight. As Grace, good job defensively up. Too strong.
Jump ball.
Nope, I think it's a foul they're going to call.
Oh, never mind.
York foul number 25. Grace, that's his second.
That is
Yep.
fall on Grace. My bad for thinking it's a jump ball. That's the best of us.
It did look close. I think Dunn was arguing about that.
I was sitting down and I can't see over the computer. I probably should
There's,
have
Elzami will inbound.
approaching the end of this third quarter with 45 seconds left. With a push.
That's on Levens.
Fourth team foul.
21. Levens, that's his first. Team foul number 4.
For the first time, we're going to see Tyrion Casey come in for Grace.
A junior.
We continue to explore bench depth.
That long and deep bench.
Yeah, it is. It is a very deep bench.
30 seconds left.
Made a nice move on Sherman. He just couldn't put it in.
As Glenbard West.
We got 3 out of the 5 starters, which is Malaga, Rhodey, and Grace. They're all on the bench. And there is only one senior right now on the floor, and that's Levens. Tip staying down here. Kircher got nearly at his pocket picked. Casey will inbound.
With 8 seconds left. His third.
Hesh.
Hoping to get a shot off. Sherman for 3. No good.
He has gone ice cold. We're going to the 4th.
39-18.
York is going to need a big
They're going to need a
4th quarter.
buckle down and get it done. They want to win this game.
The debut of Coach Dunn. I think a lot of people this season were wondering, well, how would the season go for Coach Dunn? First, you don't even get to play most of it because you're losing games because of COVID-19. Now here you are, February 6th, and you're down by 21 to a Glenbard West team that is a very talented Glenbard West team too. Huff, Pierce, both of them. Start of the 4th quarter, 39-18. It's not been pretty for York at all. I believe they had 3 third-quarter points.
They indeed did. They only had 15 going into the half.
You're going to need
You're gonna need
huge.
more than 3 points.
Yeah. You need 23 and hold
math.
Glenbard West to 0.
The topper fouls on number 34. Braden Huff, that's his first.
It was an absolute huge quarter for Glenbard West. It's been close the whole way. Glenbard West just broke it open. Very good defensively. Here is Pierce, guarded by Kircher. The starting 5 is out there on the floor for York. Corner three, no.
Hesh
Hesh
with that rebound.
grabs the miss.
To Grace Malaga. If you're going to need to get back in this game, you're going to need to work very fast. That's a good start right there.
There's Hesh's first points of the season, I believe. That sounds right? First
I
points.
think he's had one other bucket
Oh.
before that. I think that's his first 4 points. But I could be wrong on that.
Yeah. Charge. Hesh drew a charge. He's trying to get his team pumped up. He is excited. .640 to go. 19-point game. York needs to work fast. Malaga won't go. Rhodey tried to grab it, couldn't. There's Pierce. Hit the deck, he was falling, no contact. Malaga. Hesh for three. Won't go. Whistle, it's on Grace.
I believe that's his third foul.
Number 25, Stark, that's his second. Team foul number 5.
Never mind, that was actually his second.
You ready? I guess so.
Took a little bit longer, but we're back in it.
Huff. Pierce. Grace picked up his fourth.
Foul on number 25, Stark, his third. Team foul number 7.
Oh, his third. I thought that was his fourth.
No, I think I made the mistake by saying it was his third last time, and I corrected myself. They're adding 15 seconds to the clock. Is that what I heard correctly?
That's what I heard too.
So that will put it.
Sherman checks in for Grace. Pierce gets the first. Glenbard West is in the bonus, and again they've doubled up York's lead, or York's amount of points.
And he's good on a second one.
Pierce goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Not quite sure who that foul was on. I didn't see it.
Foul on number 33, Renfro, that's his first.
Renfro.
That answers my question right there.
Malaga to Sherman.
Dumped out to Malaga right there.
York needs a score, and they need one quick. And Malaga lost it. That's not how you're going to get it done. Huff in transition, lays it up. Grabs his own miss. And a whistle. I think it's on Rhodey.
I think that will be his fourth.
Foul on number 40, Brody, that's his fourth.
And I'm right?
Yep. Casey's going to check in.
York has doubled their opponent's fouls. York 8, Glenbard West 4.
Huff first run from the line, no good.
Casey checks in for Malaga. And he misses the other one. Rhodey with the rebound. Sherman drives up the court. Goes for 3.
Well short.
Well short, but they still got the ball back.
Casey over to Kircher. Another one that just rims out. Rim has not been York's friend here tonight.
No, it is not.
We're going to see Tyler Olson check in for the first time tonight. Corner 3 on the way. Got it. Caden Pierce.
That puts the lead to 24 points.
Yep. With 4:15 to go.
At this point, deep in the game, it's more than unlikely that they won't come back. What do you want to see from them right now?
Just play hard. Play hard down the stretch. Make an effort. 3, no. Tipped and a whistle.
I believe that's done.
Rosenstein is going to check in. We're going to see Tyler Wildermuth check in as well. Transfer from Fenwick. Transferred here to get more playing time instead of Fenwick, because Fenwick is a loaded team. Bryce Hopkins, he's going to Kentucky. He's a superstar.
Yeah, I don't know too much
Well, I do.
in the form of other basketball teams besides York.
I know. It's exciting. Well, you kind of knew the Jack Tosh, but we didn't have that this year. Yeah, of course.
It's the first time I've ever watched like that many basketball games in a row.
It's nuts. It's exciting. You hope to have it back next year.
I hope so.
That's fun. 8 games for us.
And free food.
I know you really enjoy that. You really enjoy that
food.
food.
Everyone likes the food.
There's nothing wrong with that tournament whatsoever. It's one of the best in the state.
Great competition. Max Christie was there.
Yep.
Going to Michigan State.
Yep. Highly recruited kid.
His brother too.
Yeah, Cameron, I believe. We'll still see him. Cameron's probably going to be something special as well.
We resume play here.
It's going to be Renfro at the line, shooting. Knocks down the first one.
Pushes the lead to 25.
Now 26.
Casey dumps it out to Rosenstein.
Wildermuth. That's Rosenstein.
Oh, they look the same from up
Yeah, it's from our vantage point.
there.
There's Wildermuth. Kicks out Olson for 3. Too strong. Wildermuth grabbed the miss. Couldn't get it to go with the right hand.
Is he a sophomore or a junior?
Senior.
He's a senior?
He's a senior.
He didn't play last year then.
He was at Fenwick.
Oh, that's right. You did
Yeah.
say that.
Out and around, there's Huff. Corner 3 on the way, got it. Caden Pierce. Another 3. Can see why he is highly recruited. In a 29-point game. Wildermuth finds a cutting Levens. Levens puts it up, still no bucket.
The ongoing story, miss baskets, Turnovers.
3 on the way, won't go. Put back. Make it a 31-point game. It's going to be continuing clock at this point, except for timeouts. Well,
Not exactly the start of the season that anyone looks forward to.
nope.
Must get the team up.
Nope, this was not the start York was looking for. As the clock is a continuing clock once you hit 30. I wonder if Glenbard West had this motivation from last year when York beat them by 30. And they beat them pretty easily too. But now with 2:04 to go, York is just, they're getting it handed to them. Casey puts it up, and he got it.
That's his first basket as a varsity athlete.
Well, congrats to Casey on that one. Moving around.
Near turnover.
Connor Selfridge just checked into the game for York. Into the backcourt, we get a whistle.
That continuous clock. We're approaching the final minute of this last quarter.
Casey inbounds to Kircher.
That's not Kircher.
Oh, pardon me.
We both made a mistake on the same person.
Pardon me. I was looking at Kircher's number from last year. Wildermuth can't go. Rebound Glenbard West.
Final 32 seconds. As they're probably just going to hold the ball here. Don't even risk it, even though they're up
Yeah.
such a big margin.
Wasn't the ideal start for York?
It was an ideal start for Glenbard West.
Most likely. It is
Hold on it.
going to go as a 29-point win for the Hilltoppers at Glenbard West. 51-22. York knows what they have to improve on.
There's a lot. The work is cut out for them. First game of the season back from unprecedented.
It'll be a long week of practice. Now there is, I guess, it's a JV quarter. I don't know if we're doing that.
I think we are doing that. Is that new this year?
Well, usually they would do a JV game, like either like if it was a Friday game, you do it on a Saturday morning. If it was like a Saturday game, you do it on like a Monday.
What do they play? 1 8-minute quarter?
Yeah. Usually it's a whole game, but that's not the case because no one has time for a whole second game.
No. So we're gonna be calling some new names here.
Or not. Same names.
Or I suppose the same names. I thought the stream was over, but I suppose it's not.
Nope, we're still going. 8 minutes. I don't think we're gonna go continuous clock.
Unless it's a 30-point lead in the first and only quarter.
Right. So for those who are joining us, this is a JV game. Quarter. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Play 8 minutes. York will start with the ball. Some of the bench names will come in as we are underway. There's Rosenstein, Casey. Score starts at 0-0 for this one. Wildermuth got it.
As York takes a 2-point lead.
Down low, up, no, can't go. Olsen turn, I wouldn't even say it was a turnover, just couldn't grab the rebound. Back around, another near turnover, and Wildermuth forced it. Rosenstein trying to go coast to coast, he can't. Wildermuth lines up for three and missed it.
That was a block, I believe. Still remains Glenbard West ball.
Up, can't get it. Whistle called and a foul. Is that 22? Believe it is who is going to line, and number 22 is Aiden Alloway. Got the first one.
Misses the second.
There's Olsen.
That's a push.
Casey will inbound.
Will still remain York ball. Rosenstein with the inbound.
Selfridge. Olsen for three. No. Back iron. For those who are wondering, this is a JV quarter that we are watching right now. Three on the way. Got it. And it's 2-point lead for the Hilltoppers. Rosenstein moving around.
Very low arc on that one. Gracie for three. No good.
Nice job, guys. Nice job. All right. Thanks, guys.
Wildermuth another three off the mark.
What's our next event?
Got some New York names.
Damian Pacheco.
That are on the floor right now. 5 minutes to go. 4-2 game.
All are juniors, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe that was a charging foul. As York brings it up the court. Still remain York ball. Nearly 4.5 minutes left. And what you would call this JV game.
Even though it's a JV quarter, for that matter.
Does this count towards the record?
No. This is kind of more of a, I don't want to say a for fun game because that kind of sounds bad, but, huh? Yeah.
Do they have actual JV games this year, or are they just going to keep doing this?
I think they're just going to continue to do this. Because usually they would have JV games. All the JV games were conference games in years past. Moving around.
Over the backboard, and over's all and out of bounds. New York ball. I don't even know who came in.
That was 42. That would be Joseph Kenna, 6'2" forward. There he is, Kenna. I think that was tipped.
I think he's going to the line for 2. And he is.
3:35 to go in this quarter. Doesn't hit it. Rims in and out. 0 for 2 from the line.
The missed shots carries into the quarter game.
Three on the way. Airballed it. Too strong. Back down the other way comes York. Kenna.
To Geiger.
Stand down here.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with some of these names. I know some
Well,
of them.
my roster, number 20 is Patrick Kastner. Patrick Kastner is not playing. Not entirely sure who that is.
Damian Pacheco, the inbound here. I mean, it's possible that there could be 2 number 20s.
I'm not seeing that on my roster, but you never know. Charge.
I don't know. It looked like he barely touched him, but charge either way.
.244 to go and a 4-2 ball game.
Extremely low scoring. Tons of missed shots.
Mixture of some decent defense as well.
Or that's possible.
Yeah. Moving around. Corner 3. No, another one up. Can't get it.
Out to Damian. He stole it right out of his hands.
Whistle.
Approaching the final 2 minutes.
Up and he got it in a 6-2 lead.
Damian looking to check back in.
Up too strong. Out of bounds, going down the other way. Minute 29 to go.
Checo checks in for Geiger. Turnover. Down the court he goes.
Trying to throw up with the left hand. He was fouled on the way out.
This is the first one.
Geiger comes in.
Misses the second. Gets the rebound. Puts it back up. Still no good. Air ball. We'll go back the other way. Geiger comes down the court. Pass it to Joey Kenna. A turnover.
Yeah, another York turnover.
45 seconds nearly left in this quarter. 6-2 ball game. Another turnover by Glenbard West. Driving is Kenna.
30 seconds to go. Redford moving around.
Checo to Kenna. Puts it up to Joey.
A
6-4
2-point game. Oh,
17 seconds left. Turnover. They could tie the game up right here. The
Geiger.
shot, puts it up.
other way.
No good. Kenna. No good. With a foul.
Whistle. 5 seconds.
5 seconds even. Not an even number, but it's a decimal. First one is good.
A 1-point game.
Say if he makes this, do they go into a second quarter?
I do not know. I wonder if they'll just leave it tied.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
We're about to find out. 5 seconds. Glenbard West.
Puts it up for 3. No good.
Does it end tied?
I believe it does.
I believe it does. York and Glenbard West say their goodbyes with handshakes. Well, that will do it for us. So I'd like to thank our production, not many of us. It was myself, Ryan Pickell, Jack Borchers. I would like to thank the Glenbard West Athletic Director and all of the Glenbard West facility members for letting us come stream this event today for the first game of the season. I'd like to thank Mr. Chambers for letting us do this. Mr. Wagner, another one. It's been a interesting day. A lot more games we'll have down the stretch. That'll do it for us here on YSN. We'll see you Friday, most likely.
Whenever their next time is, we will decide that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
Exactly.
I'm Ryan Pickell. We will see y'all later.